target. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Take a lap now, don't be mad now. Run it back, run it back. I got bodies lining up, think you're dreaming of greatness. Send you back home, let you wake up. Why would you dare me to do it again? Come get your spoiler, but we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up.在以后，除了是傻子，还有其他吗？我左右，键盘琵琶在时间滴答着，还不够。你的固执让我来守候，哪怕太迟也不想以后。就在这时放肆的挑逗。I got the heart of a lion, I know the harder you climb, the harder you fall. I'm at the top of the mountain, too many bodies to count. I've been through it all. I had to weather the storm to get to the level I'm on. That's how the legend was born. All of my enemies already dead. I'm born, I'm ready for war. They know I'm ready for war. I told them we're taking over. We're taking over. Hey, look at you calling my name. You ought to know by now. We're taking over. Hey, maybe you wonder what your future's gonna be, but I got it all locked up. Go.
「 damn it, guys, I need help. I took down 3 of them. Landing up here. No!
No!
Got one. There's three at this attack chopper over here.
Okay, when did everybody start falling in love with snipers?
Look it up, look it up.
Right here, behind this house, behind the hut. He's in the hut. Got it. Woo. G right behind you. Whoever's yeah.
Bro.
Oh! Oh! That was a 5 kill with throwing knives! Let's go, I'm recording that. What is up, everybody? We are doing another day of World of Warcraft. Continuing on with my warrior class. Sorry, I was just tapping out of the game. That's why we lost the audio there. Actually, we got some music here to play. We got some great music. Hopefully, y'all enjoy it. Hopefully I'll enjoy this music. Wait, why is my screen not fully set? Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. There we go. I don't know what that was. Alright, what do we gotta do? Let's do some Razor Main. I think we can do Razor Main. Going the right way? Fine? Not yet. Alright. I do need to go here eventually at level 16. Not right now. Oh, look, somebody died there. It's not these guys, right? No, I gotta go around level 15s. Oh, gracias, dude. Alright, so I gotta go in here. Not kill hunters. Defenders and I guess shamans, basically.
Dreaming, let our spirits soar in the galaxy of hope. We'll forever explore dreams and stars light up our way. Together we'll shine forever and always.
Whoa. Wait, so it doesn't autoplay the songs? Come on. Hold on, I'll put another song on after this. I don't understand why it's not autoplaying. Let's see if this autoplays. Oh, see, like, that's the thing. All these now have things on them. Ice cold milk that I don't need.
Stars lighting
bow, 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 bow. I wonder if I can kill the elite. Probably not, right? Not solo anyways. I feel like the elite would wreck me. That quest is done. Harpy Raiders. I guess as I'm close to here, I can do some of this. See, so why can't it just like autoplay? Huh. Let's see. So it's not autoplaying for me. Hold on. Un momento. Hmm. We'll see if this autoplays.
Once a simple spot in the ground, raise my dirt, not making a sound. But Spudman's dream so bold,
So bold.
battles tales were told. Gathered all the tears around, Jackson hand they stood their ground, ready for a global fight, taking on the world with might.
Zebra in.
Rise up, raise those cards high. Spudnips rise up, reach for the sky. In battles we trust, together we must.
I love that raptor was just racing the beat.
Never say die.
Down, 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 down.
From the fields to the cities wide, Spudnips army, one with pride. Turn the world upside down. Spudnips wears the champion's crown. Enemies fall one by one in the glow of the setting sun. Cards are flying, warriors play. Potato Nation leads the way. Spudnips rise up, raise those cards high. Spudnips rise up, reach for the sky. In battles we trust, together we must. Spudnips rise up, never say die. Enemies fall one by one in the
I don't even know what I'm
glow of the
supposed to be looking
setting
for in
sun.
here.
Cards are flying, warriors play. Potato Nation leads the way. Spudnips rise up, raise those cards high. Spudnips rise up, reach for the sky. In battles we trust, together we must. Spudnips
Oh, it's because somebody's been killing them all, huh?
never say die.
There we go. Now I got the autoplay. Dun, dun.
Mountains high, wide, Spudnips travel side by side with his friends. The path they blaze through the night and blurry haze. Glaring packs shining bright in the moon's reflected light. Spudnips grabs his final score. Journey done, belonging for more. Spudnips, Spudnips on your quest. Chase the cards, you are the best. Every path, a world unlocked. Spudnips never can be stopped.
I guess I can go do this one. It's level 7. I'm already 14, so I don't know if it's really gonna give me any experience.
Pack shining bright in the moon's reflected light. Spudnips grabs his final score. Journey done, belonging for more. Spudnips, Spudnips on your quest. Chase the cards, you are
Are
the
the best.
Every path, a world unlocked. Spudnips never can be stopped.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
In the fields around a hood, a potatoes grow. There was one Spud with a dream in tow. He rolled away from his patch one night
Potato. Dun, 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 dun. Potato. Go. Oh. Eurocharge. Down, 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 down. So which one am I doing? I could do the Heartbeat Raiders. Those weren't too bad. Crossroads? Not them. Not them. Destruction? Forgers? No. I didn't mean to do that one. Wherever you go. Wait, do I not have this quest? I do, right? Yeah, okay. The very first one. Go. I go in here with no fear. Where you go? Hi. Down, down, down. Fight them all.
Not enough rage. Rage.
There once was a potato named Spud, nips of pride. He healed up Pokemon cards, he'd open them at night. With a rustle and a crackle, he peeled back the pack, hoping for a Pikachu or a Charizard attack. His cozy little burrow with a lamp burning raw. Spud would huddle close, watching his collection grow. With each pack he'd open, his excitement slippery slope. His fame began to spread across the garden so green. All the veggies gathered round to see what he had seen. Carrots and cabbages, radishes too, all came to witness what Spudnups could do. He'd host little card shows and
Dun,
prizes
dun,
for fun.
dun.
Every veggie got a chance to join in on the run. When he pulled out the view, the crowd would cheer. Spudnups the potato was a legend far and near. Spudnups the journey had only just begun. There were more cards to find and more packs to be won. With his friends by his side, he set off once more to explore new lands, discover cards galore. Spudnups the potato on a train, ripping open card packs faster than they seem. With the sparkle in his eyes and his heart full of hope, he's on a Pokemon journey down.
I'm gonna have the envelope with me, so it's not like
Through fields and forests, over rivers so wide, Spudnups and his veggie crew traveled side by side. They found hidden markets where rare cards were sold. Spudnups traded wisely and added to
I
his
killed enough
gold.
tailors already.
Friendly
I
challenges
need to kill these guys.
card hunt,
Or marines, sorry, I need to kill
he
the
was always out in front. He learned from the journey with each step and turn that the joy was in
these
the
guys up here.
adventure, not just in what you earn. Spudnups the potato, dream, ripping open card packs faster than we see. With the sparkle in his eyes and his heart full of hope, he's on a Pokemon journey down the slippery slope.
4 more tailors.
Burrow with his cards all aglow. Spudnups
I'm out of
reminisced on the places he would go. His face and a heart full of fear. He knew that his journey would continue year after year. Oh, Spudnups, a potato with a dream, ripping open card packs faster than they seem. With the sparkle in his eyes and his heart full of hope, he's on a Pokemon journey and he'll never stop.
Damn, what's with getting all this stuff? I mean, I don't really need it. I can just sell it
I need to get closer.
anyways. One more after this guy. Looks like he's my last victim.
I've been knocked down, I've been tapped down, but I'm standing tall in this battleground. I got a fire in my heart, it's burning bright, turning every single scar into guiding light. Oh, you can try to hold me back, but I'm breaking through the cracks. Every flame that you throw my way, I use it, baby, watch me slay. I got a fire in my heart, and it's tearing me apart. Gonna dance in the flames, gonna scream my name, and I'll never be the same, I'll never be the same. Oh, oh, light it up now. Oh, burn it down now. Fire in my heart, can't put it out. I got a fire in my heart, and it's breaking out. I've been through the storm, I've been through the rain, but I'll turn every drop into champagne. When they say I can't, well I know I will. With this fire in my heart and climbing up the hill. Oh, they can try to cool me down.
Why am I stuck?
Set this whole place ablaze. Every doubt that you send my way only fuels the fire, makes me wanna stay. I got a fire in my heart, and it's tearing me apart. Gonna dance in the flames, gonna scream my name.
I think I should sell some stuff first, make some room.
Unfortunately,
But I rise up stronger, burning through the night. I'm a wildfire, I can't be tamed with this fire in my heart. I'll never play it safe. Oh, can't you
I think I set myself some mail.
see what is meant for me?
Weak Troll's Blood Potion? I don't have one.
The ashes in every dream and every passion.
I don't have one.
Feel the heat now. Can't retreat, can't retreat.
So do I just automatically get these?
With every heartbeat, with every beat, I'm feeling the power.
Ford Hoxhouse?
Feeling complete.
I sent myself this.
And it's tearing me apart. Gonna dance in the flames, gonna scream my name, and I'll never be the same, I'll never be the same.
I wasn't sure if that's gonna be any good. don't know if it's better than the one I currently have. What server? Dream Scythe. Dream Scythe on the 20th anniversary, the classic. 97. Yeah, no, this is better. Oh, my game. Okay, game.
Quiet little garden beneath the sky so wide. Lived a humble earthy spot with courage deep inside.
Side.
He was just a simple potato with eyes upon his skin. But fate had chosen Sputniks
Yips.
to bear a heavy
Burden
burden
from
from
within.
a ring of ancient darkness cursed by evil's might.
Oh yeah, Pirate Drama needs to die. Like people are still farming it. I'm getting tired of it. Like the dude made I mean, my thing is like I'm not a WoW guy, right? I don't play WoW a lot. Obviously, as you can tell, I just started. The warrior made the pool. He chose to leave instead of help when the call was to run. Oh, I have a gun, so that's why I put an ammo bag. Well, I guess I don't need attack speed. Yeah, never mind. I just had it because I had put ammo in there. That's the only reason why I had it. Telling you, I don't know this game. Just learning as I go. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think he deserved a G kick. Other people have gotten other people killed, and I feel like they went overboard with the G kick. But I'm not part of the guild, so. I can't really weigh in on that situation. Only not. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with the G kick. Other people have said some pretty bad things on that server. They've gotten other people killed, and it's just apparently just after him. And the community is after him, like out for blood, and it's just not that good. I don't know. That's just maybe that's just. I don't know.
Blades never dull.
Fought the blistering sun. He knew he wasn't alone. With friends beside him, strong and true, they held each other fast. Together they would see this through. They'd make it home at last.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It all started off apparently, you know, like, people were saying at the beginning, like, why do they run through the middle? You kill the outside mobs first, and then you go around. Like, you don't go through the middle, and they decided to go through the middle, and then they pulled one mob, two mobs, the boss, and then as they're leaving, they pulled a third mob. I don't know. I've been watching all of it. It's just, it is what it is. I mean... But like the death threats and all that, that's way uncalled for. They shouldn't be doing that. All the stuff that they're doing to him in game is just beyond it should happen. I don't know what I can. My mining. What is my mining? So is cold. 39, 21. Can't make anything, right?
What can I help you?
Oh, that's interesting. Whoops. Oh, I can't learn anything. Yeah. I feel like it's League of Legends community all over again. I didn't even know I unlocked these two. Oh shit. Hold on. Let's see. I don't think I need that, right?
Not enough
I didn't mean to do that. I mean, it's not just. I mean, I feel like Tyler's one. Yeah, I see that. I feel like Tyler one. It's not just his community. There's a lot of League players in there, and I do feel like the League community is streaming into WoW. Yeah, I saw this like. Oh, it's different bars too. Oh, so that one doesn't need to be on here then. Like, I think, I can't think of his name. Oh, he's more of a RuneScape streamer than a League streamer. He does play League, though. I can't think of his name. The Rift. Speaking of League of Legends, that's what this song is about. Danger and Shaco, champion till the end. That's literally what this song is about. Oh. That's my name on Discord. Then go champions till the end. 35 blacksmiths. Alright, let me see. There's not a... Can I buy a back from it? Stable master. Rift. Pretend. Is that really your name on Discord? Hold on one sec. MP. Down. Ah, I see. I just saw your name. I was like, okay.
Woke up with the sunrise, boots on the floor. Clock's ticking,
I didn't even know all this was back here.
but I'm chasing more.
Oh,
I ain't got much, just a fire in my chest. Dreams don't come easy, but I'll give it
my best.
dust on my jeans, sweat on my brow. Ain't no giving up, not here, not now. It's a hard road to glory, but I'm gonna climb. Every mile, every moment, I'm taking my time. Through the blood, through the tears, through the pouring rain.
Let me turn this. Mute that. Bum, 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 bum. Yellow. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Hello.
So, to give you a quick rundown, so because you're in defensive stance, so the warriors have 3 different stances. So defensive stance, you take 10% less damage. If you cursor over, it'll tell you that.
Mhm.
And you gain more threat. And that's how you tank mobs. Is because you become more threatening when you're in that stance. You are more threatening, and it's easier for you to hold aggro.
Okay.
So the mobs are always hitting you. So, like your taunt ability that looks like that Raging Torn that you put on equals.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very valuable skill. I don't know if that's where you want to put it when you're in defensive stance.
Somewhere closer
But
to like
that's
the front
really-
of your hand.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, you really
'Cause
do.
Auto attack doesn't really have to be on a number, right? It would just automatically auto attack.
No. What some people do is that they'll take their charge ability and they'll get a macro and it'll do that attack ability on it, or you just right click on things.
Yeah, I haven't done any macros yet, so.
And Sunder is very valuable. Like Sunder is your breadwinner when it comes to holding aggro because it also reduces their armor and it stacks up 5 times.
Okay.
So, like Rend, it's kind of meh, but it's all you got at this point.
Yeah.
And then, for if you're ever gonna tank from this point, it's just gonna be you sundering and taunting, and you want to save that taunt for those moments that you really need to taunt it. But really, if you start the engagement, try and get some rage. You can hit critters, by the way, like a snake or a squirrel that you see in the environment, and that will give you some rage to help you get things rolling a little bit.
Okay.
I know it's weird, not a lot of people know that. Also, you can negate fall damage if you charge something.
Ah, okay.
So if you're falling to your death and you see a target that you could attack and charge, that
Oh.
will work.
Basically, just like click on it and then press charge as fast as you can, and then
Yes.
hopefully you fall in range of it. Basically.
Yeah, you kind of want to take a judgment call there, but if you go to the keep, like south of here, you'll see what I mean, because you could jump off the very top of that
Oh,
Alliance keep, and you could just charge somebody, and you're not even halfway falling. You could just midair just do this glitchy little charge. But this game, charging, you could do a lot of broken things. Like sometimes you could charge up a hill even though you have no line of sight of something.
Okay. Oh, I did not know that part. Jeez.
Yeah, charging in this game is a lot of fun. Sometimes it's kind of broken. Sometimes it does some wonky pathing. Sometimes it does some really good pathing. Like for instance, if you're charging to somebody and they're in a building, it'll actually take the proper pathway. It won't try and do something janky like try and fly you through the middle of it. Some games will do that. So
Yeah, I'm very new to obviously to WoW.
yeah. No, that's fine. Your battle shout is something you always want to have up, but you don't really want to put it on your action bar because it's something you're gonna pop every 2 minutes.
Okay.
So like, if you're using a regular keyboard,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, I don't know how many fingers you got available or how your bindings are, but like your main action bar kind of showcases like what you're gonna use readily available, and then I always have see where you have like BES or is it B5, B4,
B5.
like yeah, like I make those upper rows my F buttons, my F1, F2, F3, F4, F5,
Okay. Yeah.
and those are the buttons I use for like, for instance, Battle Shout or my racial ability War Stomp.
Which, yeah, War Stomp's that one.
Not
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have it on there.
I don't have it on
War
the
Stomp is
defensive.
very handy.
Yeah.
You should no you like that. So that's why the upper bar is so handy. Because if you're switching through stances, that doesn't matter. Only the action bar changes when you're switching stances.
Oh, so basically you want the one that can be on basically both bars up here.
Yes. So just stick it up there, and that way you don't have to worry about, especially your Blood Rage beside your War Stomp. You want that readily available too. You don't want to depend. Some of these abilities you don't want to depend on what stance you're standing in to use the abilities, because some of these abilities are universal. Like for instance, Sunder. You can have Sunder on almost every bar,
Okay.
which is super handy. But Sunder can get you in trouble if someone else is tanking, because then you become threatening. The only reason they win the threat fight is because they're in defensive stance and you're not. But stuff like that. But like if you're out questing, Sunder is pretty good. Like War Stomp is really good. It is a 2-minute cooldown, but it's like an AoE 2-second stun with a 0.5-second cast. Oh, you even have overpower. Fuck, you need that on your bar.
Did I miss something? Oh.
So on your battle stance, so if you click on battle stance to make sure you're in the right stance, so when you're loading up your bar, like your defensive stance, that's fine. The way you have your action bar, that's fine. But if you click on battle stance, which is you see where your character, your B4 is.
Yeah, right here.
Click on that. So this action bar here, this is where you want to maybe clean things up a little bit. Like, get rid of that battle shout that you have next to your charge.
Oh, you talking about down here? Oh,
No,
this one down
see,
here.
like
Yeah,
your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, down below.
Yes, yeah, I would. You're a little. Hey, Dara, you're a little behind on the stream, so that's why I was like, yeah, the stream's a little delayed, so I was like, wait, where? And then you said it like 3 seconds later. Yeah.
Okay, so see, yeah, put that on the bar above that ability you threw away.
The battle shot, right?
Yeah. So load up your spell book.
You said I probably don't really need the gun one, correct? The shoot gun, or is it not really on a key that needs to be pressed very often?
It's nice to have, but I would put it somewhere where you're just gonna click it. It doesn't really deserve, like it sure it's cool. It like if it's not a binding you're gonna cry about, then don't worry about it. But because like that's how my warrior died, is I should have pulled.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I just charge into things. But you know, you kind of assess the situation. You want to make sure you're fighting one-on-one. So yeah, so so you got those abilities up there. Those are fine.
Okay.
And then so you see where your charge ability is.
Yeah. Down on the bottom.
That's
yeah, the two,
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Overpower only clicks in when somebody dodges.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Yeah, if they dodge, you can do it, and then you can. Yeah, the cooldown's very low, I guess, compared to
Yeah,
other ones.
so put Sunder next to your charge.
Which one's Sundered armor? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need thunderclap down here. Then if it's up here.
Thunderclap is fucking useless.
Oh, is it?
Like, you could have it for fun. Never spec into it. It's never been good. It's a wasted ability. You can save yourself a lot of money never training it.
Okay. Hey, Daro.
There you go. Yeah. There. So that's a lot cleaner. So that staff attack action, you don't need it on your bar. You can leave it there if you want, but if you just right click on mobs, you're fine. And then you just need to get a macro, and you could make your charge ability act as the same function.
Now, can I just grab a macro on basically on line? They are all pre-made, or do I have to like make my own? Because I saw somebody
They're
like just,
pre-made.
yeah, I saw somebody just like copy and pasting, so I wasn't sure if like I had to create it or if it was just.
Yeah, just yeah. It might take some fiddling around because all it takes is one extra space bar in somewhere in it to build it, or just watch a tutorial on how they build it. But a lot of times, yeah, you could just copy and paste it.
Okay.
I don't have a target. That ability isn't ready yet.
Yeah, so like the macro would basically, I would press that and I would switch between the stances, correct?
Yeah, so you could click to switch, or you can make hotkeys into those.
Oh, okay. Like I can. Oh, I have to go here, right? Spell book
So here, in Discord, you literally copy this. So like when you make a new macro,
and then. So you just like name it whatever, right? And then.
so like for instance, this is going to be this is going to be your charge. So find your charge icon, just call it charge. Just so it simplifies it for you. And then you take what I sent you on Discord, highlight it exactly, copy it.
The show tooltip
And
as
then-
well.
Yeah, show tooltip, because what they'll do is they'll show the ability.
Okay.
So like that hashtag show tooltip, that needs to be above it.
Yeah, I did.
You can just delete and recopy and paste if you want. There you go.
Oh, I had to do new, that's why. There we go. Now it's saved. And then that goes now as my action key on 2 instead of the charge that was there, correct?
Yeah, so you're replacing that charge. So now, when you hit charge, when you just press it, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. It just
Now
takes
when
a
you
little
just,
bit.
then you just drag it and just swap it.
Oh, I see. And it switches straight to battle.
So now,
Yeah.
when you tab target and you tap charge, you'll automatically see your staff comes out.
Yeah. I was pressing 1 instead of 2. And you can see that in the video, so sorry.
Yeah, if you guys switch it to 1, switch it to 1.
Yeah, 1 feels better.
It's too far away.
Yeah, so now when you tab target, you just tap charge, and you don't need to be within range, and you'll notice his weapon will come out. So you don't necessarily need to charge something to do it, but charge kind of automatically does it, but it just saves 2 keybinds, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Or else sometimes some people find it annoying right clicking on everything, where a lot of people are tab targeting like crazy.
Yeah. And then the last stance is Berserker stance, which I haven't unlocked yet. I do know
That is unlocked, I think, at level 30 or 40.
Yeah, I'm a bit of ways away.
Yes. And this is not hardcore, right?
No, this isn't. No,
Yeah.
you'll if you watch my video that comes up tomorrow, you'll 100% know it's not hardcore.
Yeah, so I'll dread that whenever I get my warrior up there, because to get your berserker stance, you need to fight in a brawlers match, and it's you constantly fighting brawlers. It's a long endurance match. It's pretty hellish because warriors need some downtime to recuperate, and you don't get much.
If T1 can do it, I can do it. Nah, T1's a gamer. I'm not.
I think he really tried very hard to get as good as he did. Like, if he said he worked 16 hours learning this game for about a month and a half, I believe it.
Oh no, for sure. Like he streamed. I mean, he's been streaming the game for 8 to 10 hours a day for the past, month and a half. Like he's been putting in the time and effort.
Yeah, yeah.
Something I can't do. I got a job. I can't stream for a job.
No, I understand. I'm in the same boat. What spec did you go?
So what do you mean spec?
Your talent tree.
I think I went Ren because you told me to, didn't you?
Yes. I just wanted to make sure. So since you spec'd into Rend, you might as well use it when you get the chance to use it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so Sunders and Rends are nice. Like I said, the Heroic Strike gets consumed. It consumes your auto swing. Like, every time you see a white number, that's your auto swing.
There, yeah. Now I have 3 Ren, so yeah, should be good.
Yeah, so you want to max the Rend, and then when you look down in the arms tree, you'll see what's below that, deep wounds. If you hover over that, the deep wounds below the Rend.
Yeah, I'm on it now. My stream's a
Yeah.
little late.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
those last 2 are amazing.
The mace.
Like the deep wounds and then the impale.
Oh, impale, yeah.
Like, those are really good.
Okay.
Because when you max impale, your crits deal 20% more damage.
Yeah, there's a lot to this game that I thought it was just like, oh, it's like RuneScape. I'll be fine.
Man, this is simple compared to PoE.
Is it really? I've never played PoE either. I literally just come from RuneScape.
PoE's skill tree is like the constellations.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Not enough rage.
Yeah. So you'll notice when you in your talent tree, just real quick, go back in there.
Uh-huh. I'm probably in there on my screen, but the stream may be delayed.
Rage.
Okay. So like you'll notice that there's prerequisites for you to get deep wounds. For you to get deep wounds, you need to put 10 points. And so you'll realize, you'll have 3 into Rend, and then you want to max that parry ability, which is 5. So that only puts you up to 8. But that helps you move down the talent tree a little bit. And so a good point to put into, like, you've already put some in heroic strike, so if you just want to move down the talent tree, that's fine. But like, I think it's called balance stance. Tactical masters is nice to put points into it because then you want that anger management.
Oh yeah, then you get the okay. You get the rage got it to decay while out of combat. Okay. Basically, you keep the
Yeah.
rage longer, so then you can, if you go from mob to mob, you have it for longer.
It's when it's also prevents rage decay
Yeah, that's yeah.
is the other thing, and then overpower is a talent you can get into where you're critting, like you have a 50% crit modifier on your overpowers if you max that out.
Not ready yet.
Like arms has a lot of good talent points to put into.
And you said I want to basically just stay in arms, right? I mean, that's the main.
Yeah. Yeah, to make your life simpler, because you're new to WoW and everything, and arms is pretty easy going. Like you can be an armed warrior and use it for tanking, like two-handed tanking. You're not supposed to, but you can do that all the way. Because all you would have to do to tank properly is just put a sword and board on, and that's fine. The only time you need to properly spec into any of these things is when you're actually like PvPing high end or raiding.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing any PvP.
Yeah. So for leveling purposes, arms is really easy going. Fury is a little bit more difficult to get going. It's a lot more gear dependent. And protection, fuck, you'd be leveling for a year because you would be very slow at leveling because you wouldn't get any damaging abilities.
Yeah, it's just basically just yeah. I see.
Yeah. So that's like a quick rundown. A lot of people in arms, they go for the axe mastery, because they get 5% crit, putting 5 points into it. Then cruelty is another 5% there. So it's easy for a warrior. Like once a warrior starts getting like 15% crit, you start noticing things start to melt, especially when you start critting.
Okay. I don't want to even touch this improved thunderclap over here.
No.
It's useless.
Yeah, and that two-handed weapon specialization is garbage. Like 1% for 5 points is absolute garbage. Never touch that. I'd rather you put a point to anything else. Yeah, Thunderclap is absolutely useless. Hamstring could be something super handy for people who are playing hardcore because it has a chance to 100% immobilize something. But like for you, don't bother. You're in softcore, you're fine. Okay. Somebody will res you. They'll see a dead cow on the road. They'll res you.
I've only been rezzed once so far. I've had to run back the other times. But that's not on my cow. I think I've died like maybe 3 times on my cow. I died more on my rogue. I'm not as tanky on my rogue as I am on my cow, that's for sure.
Yeah, like a rogue has a little bit more tricks and survivability tools where warriors they live and breathe off of the gear that they have.
Well, my rogue is I'm playing it as a tank, which is bad because I'm just running in there with my friend who's, I think he's a warlock. I think he's an undead warlock, yeah, and then so we have no real tank. We have no real tank.
Well, he has his Voidwalker, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, he got his Voidwalker when we were playing 2 days ago. Yeah, and we started letting that tank everything.
Yeah, no, that you should. It actually has a taunt ability.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And but like your character though is number 1, but you know, if he can manage using his Voidwalker, then do it. But not for like dungeons and stuff like that, but for like what you guys are doing out in the environment, yes, you can get away with it.
Okay. Yeah, I've only explored here and I guess the Tauren area on this account, and the other one's the undead and then the horde.
Yes.
so I haven't visited everywhere yet.
Yeah, so yeah, like the Barrens is a big fucking place. Everybody goes here. A lot of people say Chuck Norris jokes because the leveling gap for the Barrens can range in between like level 10 to like level 25.
Well, I've seen level
So-
40s and stuff here. They're just walking
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah,
Here's a 42 right here.
yeah,
18.
it's the Barrens, man. It's like that communal place where everybody learns about the game and
What do you need?
yeah, like people like to sometimes fight here in high PvP servers. Like the Barrens Crossroads
For the
is
Horde.
kind of a hellish place sometimes when the Alliance comes plowing through here.
Hmm. What do you mean when the alliance comes plowing through here?
Like a raid of like 40 to 60 Alliance players. Like if you're in a
What-
hostile
That's
PvP
like on a
server.
okay PvP. Okay, I was like they can't just randomly do that, right? Like that's a
What-
PvP mode only.
Yeah, or well, I've been on most of my times I play is PvP, RP PvP, and you're flagged all the time. Like if they come onto our land, they're automatically flagged. Like you could attack them,
Later.
Okay.
but the moment you attack them, obviously they have free reign.
They attack you, yeah.
Yeah. And so, but like automatically when they come onto Orlando, they could fight all the NPCs and everything. And so what they'll do is that they'll take your flight master and keep him hostage, so people can't fly out of here.
Oh. That's not fun.
It's hilarious. It's a big pain in the ass because Crossroads is like a hub.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good, but it's literally a hub. Yeah, there's a lot of cool places to explore.
Can you explain one thing? What was that horde like? How I had two items in here, and it said like horde, like alliance, and it gave me two items. What exactly was that? 'Cause one of the items I got was this plans copper chain vest.
Oh, okay. So it's a okay. So like a blacksmith plans.
Yeah, but I got it in the mail from it said like horde auction house or something like that. Like it was from the game, right? 'Cause I didn't buy anything.
You didn't buy these things?
No,
Are you a blacksmith?
I am, but I'm not level 35 yet. Oh
No,
wait,
no,
wait.
that's-
Is it something?
Blacksmithing.
Is it something
Like
that I
you-
sold and it didn't sell, so it came back to me? Could that be it?
Yes.
Okay, that may be it. That may have been it.
Yes. Yes. So, that's a decent chess piece you could learn for your blacksmithing. That's blacksmithing leveling, not
Okay.
your actual level of your character. Like if you look below it, it'll say 108 armor, 1 strength, requires to be level 5
Mhm.
to wear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the one I have on is. I actually was sent this. I sent this one to myself because I ended up getting it on my rogue, and we couldn't use it for either one of our accounts, so I just sent it over to myself because I knew it was better than what I currently had.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. It's just the chess piece pattern is really good if you're starting your cow brand new and you just get to level 5. You could quickly slap that on. Like some people, like, especially for the hardcore servers, like I'm making gloves for people to have random stats that can proc on them, and people are buying them for like 69 silver.
Okay. So basically, you wanna like if you create something that everyone wants, and then just sell it on the market, and people just buy it like for absolutely crazy amounts. So basically, you can just
Well-
scalp. You can scalp in game, right? You can just scalp prices.
Yeah, if you know how to run an auction house, yeah.
Okay.
Like it's a market. Like in terms like this is why people like hardcore because I don't know if you I played a lot of Diablo 2 and hardcore, and what happens when you start playing games like that in hardcore is that the early level game stuff becomes very valuable because when you die, you're gonna need that stuff. You don't want to re-level with garbage gear. You want that awesome gear you had before.
Yeah, so like basically guilds just buy up all this gear so in case they die they create another account and they can just have the gear on them already. Type of
Yeah,
thing.
they would make it an alternate tune so that that tune is safe, and then when they die, they're like, "Well, I sent all these resources to that tune, is now going to be my new leveling character." So, for instance, that blacksmith chest piece is like a good reference point. The level 10 male gloves I make on the auction house. Um, the price range varies because it has a chance to proc 1 strength, 1 stamina, or 1 strength, 1 agility, or 2 strength, 1 spirit, and so they all vary in price tag. But for level 10, having gloves with stats on them that early on is worth it.
Okay.
Like, little things like that for a warrior makes a very big difference.
Got it. I'm trying not to die here. Someone kill the Kodo. No. I'm at 15. I don't know if we can fight these guys. Are the
Yeah,
giraffes
so
hostile?
sorry.
Giraffes. I didn't know if the giraffes were hostile or not.
Nope. No, this place is kind of docile on the outside, but when you start getting deeper, it can be a little hostile.
That ability is ready yet.
And because the foliage is kind of thick, you kind of need to keep your head on a swivel.
So I want to apply Sunder as many times as I can, right?
Yeah, so the max you can go is 5.
Okay. Yeah, I got 2
Use
buff.
2 for overpower. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, he saw me. How could he see me? Oh, what else did he do?
So it's something you'll have to kind of just feel for yourself, like maybe 2 Sunders max. Because if the mob's just going to die very quickly, don't bother applying another Sunder if they're
Yeah, just go for the
at like
damage.
35% health or something like that. You know what I mean? Like something you kind of have to, because you want to use that additional rage for the next fight.
Okay. Let's see these little snappers everywhere. Oasis snapper
And then
claws.
keep your battle shout out. And if you don't have any rage for battle shout, you could use your B5 to proc your battle shout.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because that attack power means a lot for a warrior. And it's something, and it's your only buff you have.
Okay. And should I just be inviting anybody that I see?
Just, just ask, hey, you need this or whatever. But yeah, use your bloodthirst to pop your battle shout and
Who's V-Rod?
yeah, like I said, this place is a little bit scary. So some people group it up with you. Priests are nice partners to level with.
Oh, I need to go down, that's why.
Go /P for party. There you go.
Yeah. Oh no, there's 2 of them on me.
So you want to strafe left and right, because when you walked through that guy, you exposed your back to the other one, and then you became dazed.
Okay.
And when you become dazed, if you ever want to run, good luck, because you lose 50% of your movement speed doing that.
So who's V-Rod? Is he a boss?
He's a stronger mob for sure. Ooh, that might be summoning him there. If you could with the priests, have him like not give you shields like that. Like you could take that shield off. Like renew should be enough for you. There you go. That's the guy.
Yeah. Well, V-Rog wasn't so bad with the guy there. He basically did all the damage.
Yeah, he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Not enough rage.
I'm supposed to be killing these for bracers, right? That's what it said.
Yeah, well,
The
like
bracers.
like I can see on your mouse when you look in your bottom right next to your bags, it literally says 0 out of 15. So you have 0 bracers.
Yeah.
Collected.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just getting unlucky. Right, I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be Marauders, right? Yeah.
But it's a you know what I mean. If you need to grind some levels, that's what you gotta do. So it is what it is.
Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Yeah, I'm getting haunches of meats. That's actually healing me between fights. Ooh, no, that's a pack hound. We ain't going after that. So, let's see.
Oh, you gotta stay sitting.
Yeah, I accidentally moved the mouse when it happened. When that happened, I was like, oh, well.
How's your first aid?
I don't have first aid.
Okay, well,
Should I get first
warriors
aid?
only have 2 ways to heal. Is quickly, and not even quickly. Like you have your potions, and then you have your bandages, and you can use that with the linen cloth and stuff like that, and the wool. And that's like an 8-second channel. It could be interrupted tons of different ways, but if you don't have a chance to sit and eat, those are your only 2 ways of getting health back.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to
Warriors
stand
are
up. It
challenging.
just stood up.
Yeah. Is that all the lin you got?
Yeah, at the moment. Because I made some like armor and stuff and then sold it just for like the leveling of the blacksmith, and then
Okay.
yeah, at the beginning
Yes, you
I
might
kind of sold linen, and then I found out I was like, hey, I actually need this, and then yeah.
Yeah, you might need like 100 of them.
How many can you stack though? Is it stacks of 20 though? Still?
Yes.
I need to get a 4th bag. Is what I need. I am slain. Summon. Oh no! Don't summon him.
Leveling your cooking is another good thing because then you can get food that will buff you with stamina and spirit for half an hour.
Not enough rage.
And then I also found out basically when you log out, you want to log out next to an inn, or an innkeeper, because when you come back, you're gonna be
Inside.
rested. Yeah, inside. Yeah, I did not know that, so this account did
That's
not log
fine.
out near an innkeeper inside.
It's not the end of the world. It's like if you are rested and in for, let's just say you didn't play for a week. I think that's how it goes. You'll get 2 full levels of rested. So 2,000% more experience gain per kill.
Oh jeez.
When
Yeah,
you
I
do
didn't
come
I
back.
didn't play this game. I didn't play since I streamed. Was that Saturday? So yeah, I could have been fully rested.
Not enough.
Yeah, so you need like 180 linen, looks like, to level up your first aid in order for you to start utilizing that wool that you're already collecting.
Okay. I'll
But
slowly start
as
collecting
long
linen.
as you're fighting humanoids, you have a good chance of getting linen cloth.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll be here for a while. I gotta get,
Ability
you know,
ready yet.
all the bracers. So
So yeah, use that bloodthirst. It's on your B5.
oh, to use the use that to get the battle shout.
The battle shout.
Yeah.
Like you don't. It's when you're out of combat. So like when you're in combat, you're building up rage points. Yeah, you could use it now. Like when you have the rage,
Mhm.
all it takes is 10 rage, and then it'll last you 2 minutes. But when you're outside of combat, you might as well just use it. So you could get the rage, get the buff.
I was already in combat.
There you go. Now battle shout. There you go. So just try and keep that up and running. And you'll notice that you'll hit a little bit harder because you have it on.
Okay. Yeah, I come from playing RuneScape and League of Legends, so having multiple keys more than 4, I gotta get used to.
RuneScape wasn't more keys?
It was, but in the sense that I just used the F keys. I didn't use like 3 different lines of bars and stuff. And I didn't. So I played RuneScape, old school RuneScape, not RS3. So it's. I feel
I
like
couldn't
it's.
tell you the difference.
Um, RuneScape 3 looks more like WoW than old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape's more pixelated.
Oh.
RuneScape 3 has
Okay.
more action bars and stuff like that. Old school RuneScape, you don't have action bars at all.
Yeah, like that was a controversial choice that they wanted to be a little bit more modern.
Yeah, and it worked, I guess, for some people. Some people still like it, and then others, just, it's always the hate against RuneScape 3 versus old school RuneScape.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like, I have my old World of Tanks game I used to like playing, and there was a lot of competition coming out with other people developing the exact same game title and idea. And the one critic that people kept saying about the game, the more World of Tanks game, is that the game wasn't pretty enough. And so the developers shelved everything else to make sure they could up the graphics of the game. And it was kind of controversial because people really wanted better maps and stuff like that and more balance changes to the game, but they focused all their attention on making the game pretty.
I see.
In the end, it was a good choice, but in the short term, people wanted proper balance changes over the game looking pretty.
Yeah.
So I understand like that direction, you know what I mean? It's like a win or lose kind of thing. So but that choice they made though, they're dividing the community, right?
Mhm. They're risking it basically to see if the community's gonna stay after they make their change.
Yeah. Because you can't play both sides of the fence, right?
But name a single game that's actually listened to the players and not the actual other people who are just want to do what they want. Like, I feel like
Yeah,
every game goes against what the players actually want. So
yeah. It's like too many players I noticed the last 10 years. Uh, they're too easy to open up their wallet, and they would rather listen to those players who open up their wallets versus the players who want to keep the integrity of the game.
well, I think it's become more of let's make the shareholders happy rather than let's actually make the game better. I think that's honestly where
That's
most games are going.
yeah, that's been the last 5 years, and anything microtransactions, like the moment a store opens up in a game, that's the shareholders.
Well, like I don't know if you play League or not, but now they have a gotcha system and everything like that. Battle Pass, all that's been added.
Yeah, that's battle pass is fucking everywhere.
Yeah, and it's they took away the only incentive to get free skins. They took that away recently in this most recent
I'm out
update.
of range.
So now you can't even get
Yeah.
any skins. You have to pay anytime you want a skin. You have to pay for it.
Rage. Not enough rage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Need
I don't know for WoW Classic if they secretly threw anything in here, but you just pay a subscription for all I know.
I can't carry.
Yeah, I did the $14.99. I think $13.99, $14.99, something like that.
Yeah.
My friend wanted to see if we can get enough gold for the auction house and buy the tokens, and I looked at it. I was like, I don't know if you can do that in WoW Classic though. Like,
I think the way it
you
works
can-
is you have to play retail.
Mhm. And then buy it for WoW Classic.
So what you're doing, so you have to go. It's kind of like, I don't know, like Eve Online kind of has the same idea, but like the way it would work is that you would have to play the most current game, buy the WoW token there, activate it, and that blankets
Oh,
all accounts,
yeah, okay.
and so Classic would be encompassed in that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But I don't think that's really worth it. I wouldn't know the math behind it, but already that sounds like, no, that's probably not worth it unless you already play retail and you just want to jump in and see Classic once in a while, it's for fun. Then yeah, it would make sense.
Spirits be with you.
But if you're just playing Classic, just pay the subscription. Yeah, I just looked at the shop. There's nothing available, so you just pay a monthly fee. That's it.
Yeah, okay. Well, like, what's it called? RuneScape. They recently, just I think it was today or yesterday, unveiled their new subscription. So the base subscription's $10.99 with ads, by the way. It literally says with ads. So you're gonna be getting ads on the side of your screen while you're playing, and then you can do a higher fee for no ads. You can pay like $15.99 and have up to 4 accounts paid for with membership per month, which is actually that's actually a great deal. If you play multiple accounts, all 4 of them are covered with just $14.99. So that's actually a good deal. But like, it still has ads. Like, you have to pay like $30-something for 4 account, or $30-something for the entire 4 accounts to have no ads. And it's just
That's like me. No, that's dumb.
It's just they started, and that's the whole point of the membership, right? Like, before you paid a membership, so you didn't get ads, and then they did away with ads, and now you're paying a membership and still getting ads. They've gotten screwy.
Those are the early signs. If a lot of people don't realize this, that's the early signs that they are bleeding players and they're trying to recoup costs however they can, and putting ads into it regardless of what you pay. It's still gonna come through. Means they are bleeding money like crazy, and they gotta find a way to offset the costs.
Well, the issue with RuneScape is it's changed owners like 5 times in the past 10 years.
That's bad.
And like, I mean, the last one, I think it was a Carlisle group. They raised the value of RuneScape from like 600,000 to like, or 600 million to like $1 billion. And then they sold it, and now this other company has it, which is like a Chinese corporation, and now they're just kind of doing whatever they want.
Monetize the shit out of it.
Yeah. Is there a reason why I should be making like rough whetstones or anything, or weight stones or anything, or is that stuff
Uh,
not really good? It's just really decent for leveling.
because you have a staff, no.
Okay.
Like I
It
like
was like blunt weapons. Yeah,
I
I saw
make
that.
them if I have an axe because that's what the sharpened one's for. It's for like sharp weapons, and the blunt one is meant for if you actually have a hammer or something like that. But you
What?
don't have either of those things.
Well, I have an axe here. I don't have two-handed, the trait unlocked basically.
What are you using currently?
Uh, the just the soulbound. Well, it says two-hand, but it's in white. But then I guess I don't have the two-hand axe skill unlocked.
That's okay. Just go to. I think you could learn that in Ogormar, or in Mulgore, or Thunderbluff. They might teach you axe specialization.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
one
'cause
has more top end?
which one says more what?
Okay.
Uh,
Top end, like 35, so the staff is better.
staff is better by 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could sell that axe if you want. If you're not going to use it, you could sell in the auction house.
So does it just really depend like better on the damage? Because like the staff is speed is like 3.1 and the damage per second is only 10.2, and then the axe's speed is 2.7 and the damage is 10.7. Like, does that not matter, or you really just want like the top end damage?
It does matter and it doesn't matter. Like for warriors, you just want the most top end damage you possibly can because you'll notice they'll get slower from here on out. But they top it at like 3.8.
Okay.
Like 2.7 is it's really nice for an axe. Like that is a very nice axe. Like if you didn't have anything else, I would put that on because 3 strength, 3 stamina is very nice.
Mhm.
But if you haven't bound it to yourself, you could just sell it for a pretty penny.
But yeah, I would want to sell it on the auction house, right? Or would
Yes.
yeah anything? I heard somebody. I think was it you that said anything green auction house. I think it was you.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
put
it
it
was
on.
you.
Like green items are going to be the first thing you're ever going to get your hands on. And if you don't need it, sell in the auction house because things are expensive,
Mhm.
and you need extra ways of getting money. Like
Now,
that's a nice tax for an orc warrior. That's very nice.
now my thing is in the auction house. Do you just kind of like look at what other people are selling theirs for and kind of like match it, or like undercut them by like a copper or something, or how does that work?
Yeah, you could do that. That's probably what I do if I want it to be sold quickly. You know, I mean, let's just say that like all you gotta do is shift click the axe when you open up the auction house, and it'll put the name in there, so you don't have to manually type in like a barbarian. And you hit search, and then you see what other people are having it sold for. If you don't see anything, then you kind of have to guess.
You just call me a
I
barbarian.
always get like a barbarian. Yeah, it's like we have shortcuts.
That's how I was doing it before I was typing it in.
Oh man, I when this game first came out in 2004, everybody was typing all shit in. Everyone was getting everything wrong. Um, I always get the add-on auctioneer,
Uh-huh.
and it keeps price history, and it also scans the auction house, so I don't have to do that guesswork.
Okay.
But it's fine. Like you could probably sell that thing for a good price. I couldn't tell you because I play on hardcore servers, and that axe would probably sell for a decent price.
When you say decent, like you start talking about like 20 silver, 10 silver, or more?
Higher.
Higher?
Yeah. Because it's a nice axe.
Man, why couldn't I be on the hardcore server? So
Yeah, but you'd be dead like 3 times over.
yeah, I know. Well, I played a lot safer than what I did on this server. You know, like I was trying to get like the groove of like the movements and what I can and cannot fight at what level. And the reason we were thinking about like level 30 and then going hardcore is he has a buddy who's gonna join us in the hardcore as well, and he's gonna be like whatever we're not. So if I'm probably gonna go as a warrior, he's gonna go as a warlock, and then so the other guy's probably gonna go as something else. So like that's kind of why, and his buddy wants to play with us, but he didn't want to start on softcore. He just wanted to go straight into hardcore because his buddy's been playing for 10, 15 years.
Yeah, like things are bored, right? Like
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you guys get thrown into it. So, like for instance, there's a blacksmith copper axe, battle axe you can make, and it's kind of comparable to that twin axe you have,
Mhm.
but it doesn't have 3 strength. It only has 3 stamina, and it's selling in the auction house at the cheapest 46 silver.
But that's on hardcore.
Yeah, so you could like what is it called? A twin?
It's called the twin-bladed axe of the bear.
Is there a dash?
Yeah, twin-bladed axe of the bear.
Zug zug.
Oh, this is a big.
Oh, okay. 15 silver.
What can I
Really?
do for you?
Oh shit! What did I? Who did I hit? I just hit somebody, and he's attacking me now. Oh, he ran away. Gormer or something like that. I hit him inside the innkeeper area, and he started attacking me.
Oh, Garmin. Oh
Garmin,
no,
yeah.
just leave him alone.
I didn't mean to. I was clicking on trying
Yeah.
to like right clicking on trying to
Yeah,
find
yeah,
the.
just run away. Just run
I
away.
ran. This
He'll
is-
eventually.
May your
Yeah,
blade
he's.
never die.
There's a backstory to him. I can't remember what, but it was kind of funny because in retail they decided to buff him, where if people would hit him, he would fucking one shot you
Please don't.
because people would just kill him for fun, because he was like this most dishonorable Tauren, and so that's why he's hostile to everyone.
Hmm.
So try and sell the axe for like 10, 15 silver. Like you could do a minimum bid buyout. So like you could do a minimum of 10 silver buyout for 15, see what happens.
Yeah, see, the lowest is at 24 right now in the market.
Perfect. You could sell it for 20. Or you can go 23, whatever you want to do.
Oh, my numlock's not on. So if I do like starting price 23 and then buyouts 24, it's still cheaper
Then
than
you'd
the
be
rest of them.
matching what they're already doing, right?
Well, they're starting out at 24 and some change. My buyout's still lower than their actual. See, their
So
buyouts are
like
25.
that, you just
to
did the
me.
starting 23.
Yeah, so
So
my
there's only
starting's
one
lower.
silver difference. So you're gonna be neck and neck with them, right?
Well, their starting bids 24 silver, 36 copper. If my buyout's 24, you would want my buyout first because their buyout's higher than their original starting, right? So there's
Oh, okay. They're at 25, the lowest.
yeah, as the lowest for a
Oh,
buyout.
just match him then, because there's a bunch of people selling theirs at 28. Unless you want it sold quickly.
Yeah, I mean I'm not really.
Yeah, sell it for 24. Sure.
Damn. But like you said, it's just greens on the market. So anything else that's not greens, just sell to any shop basically. Or is it like if I sell like a chain vest, basically want to go to a blacksmith and sell it there, or does it not matter?
So when you want to sell something, you could sell it to a vendor and they'll give you a price for it. But if you want anything more value that another player can utilize, you rather sell in the auction house. Like trash items are kind of hard to look at. Like if they're white and gray lettering, it's trash.
Mhm. Well, that's what I'm saying. But like if I sell like this loose chain vest, for example, can I sell it to any vendor, and it'll be the same price, or is it changed per vendor you
Yes.
sell it to? Okay, that's
It's all
what
the
it
same
was.
price.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
all
what
the
I
same
meant.
price. But that loose chain vest though is like if it like does it have a level requirement on it?
5.
Okay, level 5, yeah. So like that stuff on hardcore, I can actually sell that for a decent price because warriors at early levels they
'Cause,
get
yeah.
like item gear or questing gear and it's never that good.
Okay. So I just got lucky again.
But, you know, that on softcore, it's not really gonna help you here.
So basically, when you're in like hardcore, you want to, if you want to make a lot of money, you want to be like a blacksmith and a miner, and make items early level on to sell because all these other people are gonna buy it for their early level on alt if they die.
Yeah,
Okay.
like same thing with like tailors and leather workers. Like they all make armor stuff. Enchanters, they all make early stuff. Wands is like prime for any spellcasters because a wand, what it does is it becomes like a wand is like your auto swing. It doesn't cost any mana, so when the caster's out of mana, they could just use a wand, and those wands sell anywhere between 10 silver to 25 silver, and then the price just goes up from there on out. So not a lot of casters run around with staffs, especially if they're questing. They'll use a wand, so that if they're ever out of mana, they could still defend themselves.
Yeah. Okay. So are there's like certain quests that I don't want to do? So say if I go like to a new area, I don't want to do all the low level quests, right? I want to do the ones that are my level, or is it good to do the low level ones?
Warriors, you actually want to do all the green ones.
Yeah.
Because the reasons why is because you will crit them harder and you'll take less damage. And your character level matters more in that regard. And you have less downtime because you're taking less damage and you're dealing more damage to them. So yellow quests, sure, but you want to stick with green mobs. Like the leveling strategy for warriors is you actually clear two starting zones. So like for instance, you would be in Mulgore, you would finish level 10 Mulgore, and then you could go over to Undercity's starting area and clear that.
I think I did clear out Mulgore, and that's why I kind of went to what was it? I went from Mulgore to here, so I went into the Barrens. And from Barrens, I went to the Durotar, which is I guess the Horde.
Oh yeah, their starting area.
Yeah, and then that's where I started doing a lot of these. That's where a lot of these, well, I guess Barrens.
Yeah.
Durotar, I started doing them. That's kind of this quest up here.
And so a lot of people hang out in Orgrimmar because you got War Chief's Blessing buff, that 60-minute buff. And those are world buffs. They only happen when somebody's completing a very big task. Like for instance, there's a Nixia buff, and that's a raid boss. And so every time somebody kills it, there'll be a giant wooden stick shown off inside Orgrimmar at the front, and it'll be a Nixia's head there. And every time they get slapped down on the ground, everybody inside Orgrimmar gets a 2-hour buff that will give you 5% crit. It will give spellcasters, I think, the same amount of crit. It will give you like 140 attack power. Basically, if you got that buff right now, you would be twice as strong. Like the War Chief's Blessing is nice because it's giving you an extra 300 health and 15% haste, which means you're swinging faster.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, I'm demolishing these people.
Yeah, like you could actually look at your swing timer, and you could actually tell that it's much faster when you cursor over it because you know how fast the staff swings. But when you look at your character model and you go to your weapon speed, it'll actually give you the correct number of like how much faster you're moving because then it's incorporating the haste.
Where would I look at my swing? Like my swing
Your
speed.
character.
Here?
So hit C.
Okay.
So you could tell your staff is 3.8. So you would go to you would hit C. It's in that information section that you were just there looking at what your when you could look at your character model.
Yes.
So you could see your attack power.
Melee
So you
attack
could see
power
melee.
damage. Yeah.
You could see your melee power is 70. Your power is 180. And if you look at your damage 57 or 51 by 65,
Yeah, it says attack
Hold
speed
your cursor over that.
2.7. Yeah, and then 21.4 damage per second.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, no, I go back to it. Yeah, you're
yeah,
you're
you're
about 10 seconds
2.7.
behind me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. There are some add-ons you can get that kind of helps fill in those stat gaps about what everything does. Kind of gives you a little bit more detail if you're interested, but you know, there's lots of other things to think about.
Yeah, I just got a few add-ons because I was like, when we go into raids, I saw that the damage done thing. I guess it's not really needed, but it's cool to see who does the most damage, stuff like that. And the
Like,
questy tracker, as I heard, was really good, so I got
yeah,
it.
you
And,
have it.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like you could play this game naked with no add-ons. You seriously can. And you just need to pay attention to the screen more.
Oh, he got it. Damn it. I didn't think he was going for it.
So, like, yeah, you have that DPS meter on your left. You got Questy. That's fine. My other one I like is Titan Panel. Titan Panel, it's a very simple add-on. It goes across the whole top of your screen. It gives you your location. It gives you your XP per minute. So it kind of gives you how quickly you're leveling. Kind of gives you a time frame, like you're gonna level in 1 minute or something like that. It'll give
Okay.
you your gold, like how much gold you have, or across your alternate tunes. It'll show you how much bags you have, like how many slots you actually have, your durability, and it actually has a time clock. It's a very simple ad. It's not very big, but you could fill up your screen with add-ons. But really, you don't need too many. Like Deadly Boss Mods is nice for when you're in dungeons because you can look up loot tables and stuff like that. Some of them might have maps inside of it too, so in case you're lost. But like everybody comes to Ogrimmar for those world buffs,
Yeah.
and
That's
like
why
you
it's so
have one of
busy.
those. Oh yeah, especially with popular servers, or servers where people were quickly just trying to get to max levels so they could start popping the world buffs.
I think we're all doing the same quest right here. We're all just running around the same area waiting for things to spawn in.
Oh man, I was just in here with my hunter. It was fucking annoying. Yeah, look at everyone just running around in the same area.
Yeah. I found one. Sucker, he ran past it.
Do you just need the bags?
I need to get 5 of them for a quest, yeah.
Yeah, if you look on the map, you can actually go farther in to the other side. To go, like, you could go deeper to get more chances to find the bags.
Oh, yeah, it's over here to the right in this ravine area, right? Oh, another bag. Look, see, they're all leaving. 2 bags. Alright, no one get them.
Yeah, like when I first played this game, like nobody ran around these low level areas because nobody would die and then people would just move on. And so when you had to re-level a new character, you never had these problems. But there's so many new people playing this game that there's a lot of things that are getting contested, like you trying to get those bags.
Well, I mean, I just started playing the game because of OnlyFans, to be honest. Basically, a lot of my streamers were playing it, or like the streamers I watch play it. And so I was like, you know what, it looks pretty fun. So I got some of my friends if you wanted to play. He's like, yeah, he's played like retail for a little bit, but he's never played classic. So kind of like, okay, well let's try it, both of us, and yeah. So now,
See, like the design philosophies between those two games alone is night and day. The only thing that keeps the two together is the story. Not even the story.
yeah.
Like this game has the most balanced patch. So like for instance, you're not playing on WoW Classic on the shit version. You're playing on the most balanced version. And so that's where a lot of classes feel like they're decent enough to play. Where in the beginning, when these people were playing this game in 2004, not many classes were balanced or used or could be used.
Mm-hmm.
And so people like make fun of this game, but you know, it's not fully fleshed out, and it won't be, because they want you to move on to the expansions.
I don't think I'll go on expansions.
Not enough rage.
I like the older games, the older style games. The one, not the ones where you have like. Well, I guess this one has 100 buttons you can press depending on how you set it up.
Honestly, it gets better with the first two expansions. Then after that, yeah, then it starts coming off the rails a little bit.
Are they planning on adding more expansions, or like the obviously the expansions that already came out, but to this I guess WoW Classic, or are they keeping it just what they have currently?
I think it's based off server per server, because I heard some of the WoW Classic servers, they were actually introducing the timetable of how it originally came out. So like for instance, Dire Maul came out with the same time frame as when the game first came out. They didn't do an accelerated rate, they did the same rate. And so I heard some servers had the possibility that people would transition after a year and a half. I think it is a year and a half, or a year and 12 months, or 13 months. That those people would automatically transition to the next expansion.
Rage. Not enough rage. More rage. Not
I don't know
enough
which ones. But it's not a bad idea. Like I said, like Burning Crusade, which is the first expansion, that was a really good expansion. It started making a lot more classes, a lot more fun. It made tanking more viable for certain classes that didn't know what the fuck they were doing. It added 2 new professions. Raiding became a lot more difficult, and it got rid of 40-man raids, because 40-man raids was stupid and chaotic.
Is that the Leroy Jenkins era?
Yes. Well, sorry. No, Leroy Jenkins era is classic.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Classic. Where what Leroy Jenkins was doing was 10-mans.
Okay, that was just.
It was
It looked like it was a lot more than 10 man in that raid in that video he did. Obviously.
Yeah, that was a chaotic room with the whelps and everything, and like that was back in the day where, because like here, right, like when you die you gotta run, where that would exactly happen in a dungeon and stuff like that, where if you are deep in a dungeon that took you 2.5 hours to get to that point and you gotta die, there might not be respawns, but maybe the next time there might actually be respawns, and then you get to clear all that shit just to get back to the room that you initially started at. So yeah, so like because also like the WoW in the infancy, they didn't know what they're doing with raiding. Like it looks cool in this version of the game because this was them a year later figuring out how to make the game decent enough to be playable.
Yeah.
But then when they moved on to expansion, things became a lot more sensible and streamlined and understandable, and at that point people really got a hold of like how raiding really should be. And then back in those days, only 1% got to finish all the raids in WoW Classic. Like so, like Noxoramus comes up a lot, and nobody even touched that one. So a lot of the raids that you hear people talk about in WoW Classic, a lot of them only ever touch like Molten Core, and that's it. Maybe Nixia. And then Zul'Gurub comes in, I think a little bit after that.
Gosh, there's so
Blackwing
many
Lair.
people in here. I'm never getting my quest done.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of contesting with quests. And then so it's like tier 1, tier 2 gear. And so like this game, like when you start getting to that rating system, you really need that tier 2 gear in order for you to get into to be capable of clearing tier 3, which is Naxxramas shit. And all this stuff you need to be attuned for. You can't just like be ported there. You actually have to do a quest line, and some of these quest lines are big pain in the asses.
Yeah.
just so you can step in there.
And you have to survive the quest lines too, because if you die, well, you have to start all over. If you're playing a hard.
So, well, some of them, yes and no. Like, it's not that brutal, but they're pain in the asses. Like, for instance, for you to be attuned in Molten Core, you actually have to go into Blackrock Depths. You need to go all the way to the deepest region of it to click on a stone, and then you're tuned, and then then you gain access to a shortcut to be teleported to the ring. But you need to get the deepest part of the dungeon just to get there. There's even dungeon quests where you're only allowed to blacksmith to make a certain item in a dungeon.
Yeah, I don't know. I just anytime I tune into anybody that's like on that OnlyFans or something that I'm watching, they're all in Dire Maul. I guess because
Yeah, Dire Maul just came out. That's why.
Yeah.
And Dire Maul also, by the way, was tuned to be hard.
Yeah.
Because people thought the earlier dungeons were too easy back then. So Dire Maul is just staying true to the nature of what it was meant to be. It wasn't meant to be undertuned. It was meant to be overtuned.
Well, my question is, so for like Dire Maul, is that you're not timed in the dungeon, are you?
No.
So then why doesn't everybody just take their time and just kill every mob? Why do like some people just try and rush through it? Is it because they just want to like farm it as much as they can?
Impatient.
Okay. Because I was like, I'd rather survive in a hardcore, make sure we kill all the mobs before we do anything, you know?
Like, what's crazy is, like, when I played the game, warriors would only use a sword and a shield. Only. And you would always be in defensive stance. You would always be tank spec. All the way up from level 40 and beyond. But you could get away with your arm spec, anything below 40. But people would scoff at you if you weren't actually properly tank spec for like level 45 dungeons and beyond. Where ever since 2019, when WoW Classic was official, because other servers, private servers, started making WoW Classics because they really wanted it they really wanted that era, because was it Nestarius, that private server is what grabbed Blizzard's attention, saying, "Oh fuck, like people actually like this vanilla classic experience." So when they brought it out in 2019, a lot of those teachings from people from those private servers said, "Hey, you know, you could just two-hand tank most of these dungeons." People are like, "No fucking way," and it became a very fast way of doing things.
Yeah.
And so when you see Dire Maul shit, I think I did see people properly tanking, but they should take their time, and they should use a gun or a bow and fire and pull the targets to where you just cleared, right? You want to make a safe zone where there's no mobs, there's no patrols, so that if things get hairy and you need to like fear bomb or something like that, you don't have the fear of mobs running into more mobs and then body aggro those mobs, and then you got more fights that you can't handle.
Well, and see, that's what whenever I found out, I can get the gun, and I trained myself in the gun skill, I was like, I'll just start pulling one by one now. Like, whenever you were watching, I was trying to kill that, like, Prowler group. Like, I just, when I went back to go kill them and stuff like that, just for XP, I was like, I'll just pull them out one at a time, take it slow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the private server community also learned the craziest thing. I didn't think it was possible, which was dual wield tanking, which is like a warrior would just run around with two one-handers and tank a boss.
That works? So that's like viable?
It does work. It is viable. But I wouldn't do it for hardcore, because you need decent gear. There is a low bar that you could set for yourself to make it happen. You do need, I think, at least 2 healers on you at all times. So the point of it is that you have a very special spec. You're literally like 50-50 arm tree and prot tree. And you're swinging twice as fast and parrying more often, but also you're taking a lot more damage. So that's why 2 healers need to stay on top of you. And so what this does is that you deal way more threat, and because you deal way more threat, the DPS can just about almost go full throttle from the very start. Where
Okay.
tanking, you like DPS would have to wait 5 to 10 seconds before they could actually touch a mob. Because if you had, because you've seen your character, I've seen you swing and a miss or a dodge, and you don't have any rage, and you need to you need to land one swing to get some kind of rage.
Yeah.
And like a rogue is based off energy, so he's ready to go. A mage has mana, he's ready to go. You have classes who are ready to go, and you're a warrior who's waiting for your one swing to go off. And if 5-10 seconds go by and you don't have any rage to keep the targets, they're going to yell at you. So people are just impatient and expecting you to instantly hold that target.
Yeah. But that's when like taunt and stuff like that come into play, right? Well, I mean,
But
it's
that's
you
10
still need
seconds.
rage, yeah.
That like taunt, you could use it with no rage, but it's a 10-second cooldown. And the other thing is that it all it does is it puts you above somebody in the threat meter, but it's like a placeholder for like 5 seconds. So if you don't deal any damage to that target, that person who pulled the aggro initially, it's gonna go back to them. So like for instance, let's just say you see a mob running from one pillar to another, and it's going to go after your healer. You could taunt it, it's going to run back to you, but if you don't deal any damage or put a sunder stack on it, you don't actually claim it. You're only holding position for the taunt, and once that taunt fades off, you no longer have that target.
So do they change target based off of like the damage dealt and stuff, or no?
Whatever's threatening. So
Okay.
everything has a different threat level. So Sunder is highly threatening. It'll literally tell you that when you cursor over
Yeah,
that ability.
it says it'll like.
And then same thing when you're in defensive stance. It'll literally tell you take 10% less damage and you become more threatening.
That ability isn't ready yet.
And it makes sense because the moment you go sword and board, like you're not hitting as hard as you would be with a two-hander. And that's where you're threatening is because instead of you dealing 100 damage, you're doing like 50 damage.
But then you also
so-
your shield. I mean, you're protected more because you're tankier and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you need time to ramp up. And that's where a lot of the players of today are very impatient. They don't want to wait for that downtime. So that's why you see a lot of warriors charging in to situations
And
where
then
they
dying.
should be pulling the targets. Because you do have that bloodthirst I just told you on your B5.
Yeah.
Like you could pop that any time. It's a 1 minute cooldown, 2 minute cooldown. It'll give you 20 rage. Initially 10 rage when you first pop it. You only lose a little bit of health.
Yeah, it's a 10 or minute cooldown.
Yeah, it's a minute cooldown and you can get rage. Like some pulls back in the day, you know, you would take a minute per pull. So chances are that ability would be ready for you every second or third pull at least. Depends on how quickly the group is killing things, right? So like charging into monsters was suicide because a lot of healers would sit really far back.
Not ready yet.
The mages would sit really far back so that if something did run towards them,
Far away.
they could use their slowing abilities to buy themselves more time because they didn't want to get clocked by a mob because sometimes they would get 3-shotted.
Yeah, I figured, you know, that's why I have the gun. Always just pull things out and not go to them, make them come to us. Because, like, you'll see if you watch the video I'm releasing tomorrow. There's several times where we went in, pulled aggro of one, and as we're fighting, the other two or three just start walking in range, and then they start charging us, and then we can't get out.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
that's
so
low
that's
level,
why.
and that's low level. Like,
Yeah, like that's where you start to see dire maul. That like if you start analyzing that dire maul video, you start realizing like those are the situations you'll put yourself in every time if you don't learn that lesson.
so in your opinion, I mean, I know everyone says he had mana and stuff like that, but do you think since he ran that was the right decision, or you think he should have like stayed and fought, or are you indifferent on the matter?
I think he could have done something, but like you could tell he was terrified. He didn't want to lose his character. He didn't want like he had incredible amount of materials on him, like guild materials. Like he had like probably like a 500 gold worth of materials of enchanting on him and leatherworking. He had special he had like, for me, that would be like that character would be a person that would stay in town and never go outside. Ooh, a swiftness potion? That's a sweet potion.
Because I need to, if I want it, I need to put need, right?
Yeah, you could sell in the auction house, but it's a sweet potion. Like that's something people should be using in hardcore because uh it's like 50% more movement speed for 15 seconds. That could save your life.
I feel like you're saying everything I'm finding is made for hardcore and not for softcore right
It's
now.
all good stuff. Like swiftness potions are nice. Um like that weak troll's blood is amazing. I feel like it doesn't last as long once you're about in your 20s to 25, but then there's a stronger potion called a stronger troll's blood, then it gives you like 6 health
One scene
for
that's
5.
on the rogue I play with my buddy.
Not enough
He went. We both went herbalism at the start. To make potions, and then I was just like, you know what? You just gather all the potions, and then when we got to Duratar, I went mining and I went to engineering and I think tanning is what I went
Yep.
because I was like, well, I don't. I mean, we were fighting over the same plants, right? I was like, well, you can just get all the potions, and I'll just work on something
Yeah.
else as we go. And so I have basically grenades now for my guy and stuff like that with the engineering.
Engineering is very expensive. It is fun, but it's expensive.
Is it? Oh, did this dude die? Oh no. Let's go this way.
Yeah, so like every time I level a warrior, I make them herb and alchemisty so that I can make health potions and that weak troll's blood to the strong troll's blood. Like I could just pop potions whenever I want to. I don't need to depend on people. Plus, I usually make a torn, and they get like additional 15 more herb picking because that's their specialty. Because they like sniffing flowers. But there's nothing wrong being a minor blacksmith.
Okay. So like these shadow gems and stuff, can I actually do anything with them as a warrior? Or is this mostly for like a warlock?
No, that's a common material for a lot of different low level patterns for different recipes. So like, for instance, there's an armor that I can make that requires shadow gems.
Okay.
I would just stick that in your bank until you want to start crafting.
Got it.
Like it's a material that's not worth a lot of money, but it
Same thing
does
with
need
the tiger's eye. Is that the same kind of thing?
Tiger's Eye is like a weaker version of it, but Tiger's Eye is the resource I need for that pair of gloves I was telling you about. I need a Malachite and Tiger's Eye, and I make those gemmed gloves that have that random stat for like level 10 gloves. But Tiger's Eye and Malachite probably for softcore maybe not be that valuable, but you know, they're great for you if you're going to be leveling low level stuff like
Yeah.
for professions like your blacksmithing or your tailoring or something like that. or even I think even engineering sometimes might require the malachite and tiger's eye. So, like if you're not in any rush or need to use them, you could just sell them and buy them back on the auction house when you have more money.
Okay. There's one over there. Man, this area is so contested right now.
But like, yeah, like I've seen a lot of videos of pirate of like the analysis people made, and yeah, he could have done more, but you could tell he was just terrified. He didn't want to lose his character. Like he said he spent like 500 hours. Like
Yeah. Well, and that's the
my little
thing
knight
too.
warrior died, and when he died, all my enthusiasm went out the door. I didn't want to play WoW for the next day and a half.
Yeah. I know. What's it called? And then when they kicked him out, a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's our like main enchanter. You get all the mats that you."
Yeah, that's what I was explaining to you. Like he had 500 gold. Like that's expensive. Like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of resources. Like they probably kicked him for other reasons, like you know the threats and everything. But Tyler said he wished he because Soda Poppin went ahead and made that decision, where he wished Tyler informed him because Tyler was the current war chief at the time. Because Tyler had a different take. He had a different take, saying like he was just gonna hold out and wait for the drama to die down.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. Like, I don't know if you saw the Soda Poppin versus Tyler One match yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. So now Tyler One has say over the entire guild, and Soda Poppin can't do anything without him. I think that's kind of why he made that thing. He made that as a win condition. You know, because I think that kind of upset him because that does put them behind now because now they have to find somebody to redo all that and raid. They want to raid by what, February 1st? Like,
It's a loss losing that kind of professions, and like they could get Pirate to honorably send back those materials, but like the patterns he knows,
I don't.
that could be a little bit challenging to get a hold of. But they said they had other enchanters and tailorers that could fill in the void.
I don't think he's gonna send it back because were you did you watch any streams of the night he was kicked?
No, just I've only seen screenshots of like the message.
So the day he was kicked and basically when the thing was posted in Discord, 100 streamers that were online in OnlyFans got in a Discord call and just started roasting him that he was gone. I'm sure he saw that clip, and I'm sure he would not give it back after that.
Yeah, at that point,
at that point,
you
like,
just clean
'cause
your hands.
they're
and
like,
don't
they're
play
like,
Classic.
basically, let's all say one nice thing about him, and then they go, man, he really knew how to run and stuff like that. They were just roasting him the whole time, and it's like at that point, I wouldn't do anything for the guild anymore. Like, if they ask you to send
No,
it
I
back, it's like
wouldn't.
no. Like,
Like, imagine if you're in his shoes, man.
like there's been some
Like-
other people in the guild that said some other actual like abusive stuff about other clanmates, and they got warnings. And he gets two clannies killed by, trying to save his character and not get killed, and then he gets a whole boot, a whole G kick from it. I don't know.
See, like when people learn the full story, you kind of get a better picture. Like they already had a bad pull, so like the group vibes were off, and then it happens again. They went a different direction that nobody has ever gone before, and shit hits the fan. Yeah, I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm out of here, man." Like,
Well,
I don't want to lose my character over stupid fucking people.
Well, the vibe was off from the start because of the first raid
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah,
And
that's what I mean.
I mean, even Yamato
Like, you
said,
gotta train
at-
these people. Like, I haven't dungeon raided with anybody in this classic server, the hardcore one, because I'm afraid of trusting people. Because when you're in a dungeon, it's like the door's closed until you clear it, basically. Because running out isn't always an option. You might not be able to run out because they might be just as fast as you.
Time is
Like
money,
it's
bro.
not like you should have intent of clearing it, or stopping to a point where everybody can say, "No, let's not." Because so you're putting a lot of faith in strangers.
I can't get the item. I don't have any space. I need to buy another bag.
Yeah.
So I have a
Yeah,
question.
go.
So some people have like a giant bag. Is that just like an in-game backpack? It's like one backpack with like 40 spaces, or is that like a
That's an
mod
add-on.
that? Okay, it's an add-on that just adds all these bags together.
Consolidates. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's called Bag On.
Okay.
Yeah, it just consolidates. Like for you, go find the bag vendor in Ogremar and just get rid of
The two
that,
sixers.
that gun one, the gun bag one. Get rid of that fucking stupid thing, and then
Not
buy
bad,
2
not
regular
bad.
bags for 5 silver each, and you'll have way more bags.
All right.
Maybe not way more. There'll be like 12 more slots, but
I
this is
mean,
where
I
for
can
everybody-
sell like this, the cracked bills, the loose chain vest, and I could probably get 25 silver, which would give me enough for that regular backpack, I think, or the 10 slot
Yeah.
backpack. Yeah, not this size,
Yeah,
It's-
like getting bags bigger than 6 start to become costly. That's when it's nice to have a friend who levels up tailoring, because those people can start making you bags.
but okay.
Yeah.
So
Like,
I have
you
a
can make
question.
a limit.
If I have a profession and then I change it, am I still that same level when I go back to that profession, or am I
Nope.
at level 1?
You've unlearned everything.
Uh,
See, look, Anixia's head right there.
Wait, what?
So you missed. See that the dragon head?
No, where? Am I blind?
Turn around.
For the whole.
Did you not see the dragon head? It's in the middle of Ogremar.
Did I miss it? No. Oh, that. Talking about this head on the spike, or did I completely
Yes.
miss it?
Yes. So that's Anixia. So you missed the
Oh.
the Ren buff, that buff I was telling you about. So
Yeah.
like those buffs, like I said, are amazing. So every time
What
somebody
you
kills
mean?
Anixia, people try and organize it. So like every hour or every few hours or once a day, they'll put the spike down so that everybody gets the buff.
Okay. So they basically try and be more community friendly than.
Oh
other
yeah,
games.
because it's buffing so many people, right? Because they'll shoot lightning from the sky.
Be safe.
Who's ever in Ogremar, and everybody will get the buff. And you'll know when the buff happened if you look at the NPCs, and they'll have the buff, and it'll tell you how much time is
What are
left
you
on the
looking
buff,
for?
so you know when roughly it got put down. So
For the
what
Horde.
when you do go to Only Fang server, you could join the server Discord, and people post when they drop those world buffs.
Okay.
Makes your life a lot easier in terms of leveling, because
What are you
WoW
looking for?
Classic, like, it's all about the journey,
Mhm.
and the journey is slow. Like it will take you 7 days worth to level to 60,
Strength.
and that's
Yeah.
if you know what you're doing and you're not dicking around.
Yeah, that's what I think Soda Poppin got to 60, and it took him 6 days and like 17 hours.
And he spent a pretty penny on all of his gear. Like he had
Oh yeah, no,
Crusader
everything was
damage.
yeah.
on his fucking weapons. Do you know how expensive that is?
Yeah, but when you got a whole alliance is willing to help you out to get back up, I mean it's
Like Crusader adds 120 strength on a proc that lasts for
Go
20
for
seconds.
victory.
I mean you got a
It's
whole
normal.
alliance to back you. I mean that's anybody that dies, basically from what I hear, anybody that dies and wants to start again, they just gift them the gear to start out basically. So
Yeah, like you wouldn't level as a Fury Warrior unless you had the gear. And when I was watching him level, I'm like, holy fuck, he's got amazing gear.
So that's my question. I don't know. I was wondering how they do it. So if you die with the gear on you, right? You can't transfer that gear back to your new alt, right? It's just gone. I never knew if they were able to transfer it or not.
In hardcore, yeah, like the way the Only Fangs have it is that they had it pretty hardcore to begin with, where you have one character, you're not allowed to transfer any of the gear or wealth to another character. So when you died, you literally just said goodbye to everything.
How do I get up there to turn this in? Or is it in here? Maybe it's in here.
You need to go to the Valley of Shadows.
Searching for the lost satchel. Is that the Valley of Shadows?
What's the map show?
It just has a question mark in the cleft of the shadow, so maybe that is the Valley of the Shadow.
Yeah, yeah. So keep going around this giant bend. Don't go up there. Just keep going down and around.
The Valley of the Shadow is technically the first like raid area or dungeon area, right? Because it's like level 15. You
It's-
can go in there.
It's where the warlocks are.
Uh-huh.
That's like where the warlocks are, and troll, not troll, rogue poison vendor is too. And yes, Ragefire Chasm is down there, but that's where, like, if you're a warlock, that's where you go for training, rogue training.
Well, I gotta go kill people down there too.
Oh, that's what the quest. Oh, it's just a quest to go to Ragefire Chasm. Well, that's
Well, no.
unless you have a dungeon group. Then don't
This
bother.
one, search Raidfire Chasm for Maw Grim Totem's corpse and search for it of interest.
Yeah, that's if you're inside.
But there's a quest down here that I have a question mark that I can turn in, I think.
Well, there might be some pre-talking, like talk to this guy, talk to that guy, and then you have to go inside. But
Well, it's a yellow question mark, so I think I just have to turn something in, no? Or am I wrong?
yeah, see if there's someone to talk to. Yeah, I see a question mark.
Oh, you know, there's no one here. The question mark's just right here. Right where I'm sitting. You have to go in there. Because it's a yellow question mark, but it's not completed. Oh, it does. See, it does say quest complete too,
It's
right? I'm not blind, right? It says quest complete under search for the lost satchel, but I don't have the lost satchel.
I think that's something you actually have to go in there and do it. Because that one you have to kill trogs, and then search for the satchel. Yeah, you have to go in there.
Level 14. Are these guys strong?
Yeah, you don't go in there unless there's 5 of you.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you should have told me that. You should have told me that. Okay, right now.
The delay of the stream and
Yeah,
voice
yeah.
is pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't with YouTube. I don't know how to fix it. My Twitch is pretty good with being up to speed. Yeah, my YouTube it's always been behind. I've looked into it and there's just the delay.
Oh, I should be viewing this on Twitch?
I'm streaming to both. I'm basically streaming to both because on YouTube I'm trying to get my watch hours to be monetized, basically. So that's why I started doing both. But my Twitch, I mean, Twitch is probably about the same amount of viewers as my YouTube, so it's not like I'm a big streamer or anything. Just do it as a hobby at the moment.
Yep.
Keep telling myself I need to stream more, and then end up streaming for like 3 days in a row, and then I'm like, I'm on a roll, and then I skip like 5 days after that. Not intentionally, just things come up.
Is it the same name for Twitch?
Twitch it's Spudnips but with a Z. Because Twitch said Spudnips with an S spelt nips and it was inappropriate. So yeah. Twitch is the only one off of all of my socials that I couldn't have the S.
Okay.
Yeah, that one should be more up to date. Like I just left I'm back in Ogremar now. Your Twitch should be caught up. The only thing is with Twitch there's ads every 30 minutes and that's Twitch's thing. That's the only bad part.
It's still delayed.
A lot?
By at least 5 seconds.
Oh. That could also be my internet. Just every time it lags out or something. It's not as bad as YouTube though, right?
I think it's the same.
Really?
It is what it is.
Play on Twitch.
I just can't give you real-time data.
Okay. I've never had real-time data in my life. I've always been delayed.
Yep. Yeah, no. So like in terms of like warrior tanking, yeah, people should be sword and boarding if you're going to be hardcore because you want everyone to live and you want to be able to tank things as properly as possible. You could two-hand tank all the way up, but to like 45 and beyond. But like I find that very risky. Um, but for you for leveling, just stick arms, just work your way down. Um, Not much more to be said. You could easily find a talent calculator or a pre-build of somebody's to follow if you
Okay.
ever get lost.
I
But
have to go back in there.
the Cleft of Shadows?
Not the cleft, but inside the what is it, the barge or something like that in here because this is where the bag guy is. I ran past him. Gotry, the bag vendor. He's
Oh,
inside
the
here.
back. Oh, did you talk to
The
a
drags.
guard to tell you where to find them?
I googled it. I googled it for WoW Classic.
Well, if you, yeah, like Wowhead is really good, but also if you see a guard patrolling, they'll if you click on them, you could find through their search options, and they'll put a red flag
Okay.
where to find these things.
I could
So
get
yeah, get rid of that ammo bag and get that will take all of your money. So you gotta take the 5 silver.
I can't put that there.
Do I have to take this out first?
I
Like
think yeah, it got ammo inside of it, so you can't do that. There you
okay,
go.
yeah, I took it out. So they just sell this the small ammo shot bag.
Yeah, sell the ammo bag, keep the ammo,
And then just get
because you want to be able to fire the gun,
yeah.
but you don't need that anymore. So get 2 more small ones and then instantly equip them.
Oh crap! No, I just sold it. Or I just by accident.
Go
Get outta here.
forth to victory.
There you go. Okay, close that before you do it again.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
So I think it's shift click will open all the bags at once. If you shift right click on your travel bag, I think it opens all the bags at once.
Well, it's just shift right click on any bag and it'll open it. Yeah.
Yeah, so a really nice add-on quality of life is probably that bag on add-on because it just consolidates so you don't have this stupid
Yeah.
individual bag system. When it comes to like hunters, they actually have an ammo bag, so they lose out on that additional bag slot. But they actually have to hold on to a lot of ammo. And then when it comes to herbalists, there's a herbal bag, but it holds a lot more than any other bag for good
Yeah.
reason. But a lot of people don't bother buying that. Warlocks, they starve for inventory space because they have demon crystals. I think what it's called. Oh, the soul crystals. They stack a lot of soul crystals. So everybody struggles with bags, and so upgrading your bags as soon as you can is always a nice thing.
No bitch. It sends you a message in game, like in the general chat, right? If somebody buys your item.
Yeah, and there's like a 25-minute to hour delay before the funds actually come to you. Like you'll see on your screen, like where your mini map is, that you have mail from the Horde auction house if it's sold, but it won't actually come to you right away. It takes time.
Yeah, I need to level up so all these become green so I can go do them.
And then your Hearthstone, I notice, is not anywhere on any bar.
It was a clickable thing.
Yeah, that thing you want to have that. So you have it set to like Hearthstone to Thunderbluff. Do you want it to be in Thunderbluff?
Yeah, I haven't changed yet, have I? No, I haven't.
Yeah. So you want to switch that anytime you're in a questing area that you're going to be there for a while. So
Okay,
let's
so you
just
have
say
the Hearthstone out. You're right
Yeah,
back there.
yeah. Especially if you're stuck in like a deep cave and you don't want to fight your way out, or you don't know how to get back home, just Hearth out.
Okay. And I just gotta go to Innkeeper and change the hearth destination.
Yep.
Got it.
you have a good one. I gotta go to bed. That way your bars look a lot better. There's macros and add-ons you get a hold of, but you're doing just fine with what you got.
Thank you. I appreciate all the advice. Obviously, it's helped me because that just even the macro alone just
Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing?
It starts with one macro.
Have a
Because
good
imagine when you start getting a macro that will switch your sword into your shield when you go defensive stance, and then when you go battle stance, you can make it switch back to your two-hander.
mm,
So you look like you're flip-flopping like crazy.
yeah.
But it's there for a reason. Like those macros, like there's probably like 10 warrior macros you could learn.
Yeah,
It's
I don't have them all yet. I'm not gonna learn that many just yet.
no, but just to kind of give you an idea, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to learn them all. That first one is probably the first one I would recommend for anybody else. Now, uh, you're only level 14. Not much more can be said.
15 now. 15.
Ooh.
Went up a level a day. Let's go.
Right now, get that shield on. Fucking slap any sword on. Make sure you train it up a little bit because if you have low mastery with it, you won't hit things.
I think my, cause I did do an axe and a shield before. I have axes and then maces.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I do have some level because I did have a shield and an axe before. Before I was told by somebody in the guild to get the staff. They said the staff is really good for starting levels.
Yeah, like this, like there's a like if you finish this raid fire quest line, like I think there's a bunch of quests, like hidden enemies. I think it's called. You get it from Thrall. There's the staff of Ogremar is really nice.
Okay.
You can even look that up. It's a very nice staff. It looks a little unconventional on a warrior.
Where's the innkeeper at?
But it's good. Yeah, it's like 31 to 47 top end damage, 4 intellect, 2 spirit. But it's actually on leveling guides for warriors.
Oh, is it? So it is
That's
basically
if
something I want.
dungeon level though, but it is part of some strategies.
Okay.
Anyway, I gotta go to bed. You have a good one.
Yep. You have a good one. Thank you again.
See ya.
See ya. All right, that was very helpful. I got a lot done. Now this is
How you doing, man?
Barkeep. Where the heck is the inn? I can go to the general store real quick.
Speak, friend.
Let's see. We're selling that.
For the Horde.
Horde Embassy. Not where I need to go.
Strength and honor. Go with honor.
That's what I thought I went. Thought I went there. Guess not. Thought I fell there. Maybe I just missed him. Or whatever the innkeeper is.
Look, Tom.
See, I was in here.
Brawl Hall. What can I help you with?
Maybe this is barkeep.
Strength
Ah,
and honor. May your blades never dull.
Alright. Hmm. Guess you can go make this and this stuff. You can go fly. I don't know. Does it? Can you fly to that area? Now I can fly to Crossroads. I can definitely just fly to Crossroads.
Greetings. Fight well, friend.
So. Go with honor.
Yeah, let's go there. Let's go to Ridge.
Lotar.
We flying. Alright. Boom. This is the longest flight ever. Wait, I didn't click Crossroads, did I? Wait, so I have to fly through Crossroads to go to Ratchet? I couldn't just, like, fly straight there? That's weird. Ah, calculator app pulled up.
Yo. Get real.
That's a dungeon. I'm not gonna do a dungeon just yet. I can do this one though.
Greetings. Good luck, friend.
Oh, these are all level 20s. Okay, so maybe this area is not for low levels like me. I missed him.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. More rage.
I think they killed them all. None of this is searchable.
It's too far away.
Oh, they're gonna hit this dude.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not ready yet. Need more rage. That ability isn't ready yet.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I almost died. Alright. I wasn't expecting that second one to start hitting me. Let's heal up a little bit. I didn't bring any food. That's not good. What up, Pred? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, I got another kill because they killed him for me. Gracias, senor. I'm gonna loot this chest too. Oh, there's bread in there. Well, what do you know? They're killing all the ones over here, huh? How's everything going, Fred?
I need to get closer. Not enough rage. More rage. Not enough rage. More rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. More rage.
You gotta eat the bread. Gotta eat the bread. Good cutting, finishing the cut of video too. Nice, nice. Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna call me or not. I was waiting for it, to be honest. Have a question. No, no, no question.
Not ready yet.
I don't know if I can beat this guy. Oh, wait a sec. 4 more brigands and 2 more. I mean, I guess I can.
Not enough rage. Not yet. Rage. Not enough rage. Rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Ooh, that's the boss. I don't know if I can beat the boss. Maybe we could try it.
Not enough rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Oh, I got the boss. Baron Longshore.
It's too far away. Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
I'll probably get off after this last.
I can't tolerate. Not enough rage.
I need 2 more brigands.
I'm out of
I can't
range.
see something there. I thought she was gonna shoot me. Long jaw.
Need more rage.
There's my last brigand.
I'm out of range. Not enough rage. Can't do that yet. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Ability isn't ready yet. Need more rage.
Alright, I can go turn this in. Oh, is that something I can mine up here? Yes, it is. Look at that. Look at that rock right there. Nice copper rock. Oh, I'm under attack.
Not enough rage.
Dang, I took 100 damage there. Sheesh. Alright, let me go turn this mission in. Then I will probably call it for the night. I'm going to fly back to Ogrimmar so I can rest up. I don't know if I'll play this account tomorrow, but if I do, I'll be streaming. If not, then I guess I'll be playing it Saturday, while I should hopefully stream. So I should get maybe 2 days full rested, and that's 200%, which would be 2 levels to 15, 17. I believe right now I'm on normal. Yep. Normal experience at the moment.
Hey there, just passing through.
What's up? Be good. Keep it real. Have a good one. Keep it real. Be good.
So I'm literally just going back. I'm literally the messenger for these two guys.
I sure could use your help, kid. Welcome to Ratchet. Hope you're looking for work.
Stolen booty. Probably need to do these Barons ones, which is the one I'm on, or Ragefire is a dungeon. I don't want to. You don't want to do a dungeon instead unless you have a group. So I need to get a group.
Time is money, friend.
Alright, we're gonna go to Ogrimmar City, and then I will probably end the stream there. It was a good 3-hour long stream. Good 3-hour long stream on middle of the week. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Those who stayed and watched. I learned a lot today, so now I can take that forward with me when we go into hardcore. Got to get used to using macros. A lot of shortcut keys I got to learn. But overall, I think I'm slowly catching on. Oh, here. Let me get back to the audio so you can hear it while I'm flying. Still flying in. Takes longer to fly in here than it does to actually drive to work. Jeez Louise. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna end it for today's stream. Said we got a good little nice stream in. Hopefully I see y'all next time. But until next time, peace out.
What's happened? Nope. God damn. Fuck!